Welcome to ABA 10 Talk, a rapid-fire conversation with members of American Business Associates. I'm Ellen Volpe, and my guest today is Shaun Tompkins. Shaun, thanks for coming.
Thanks for inviting me.
So Aflac in my life has really been amazing. Mm-hmm. And I'm constantly amazed at people who don't understand what supplemental insurance is.
Yeah.
You help people through really difficult times, mm-hmm. and I'm wondering how you bring that concept into the work that you do every day.
So, it's, from the start of Aflac, when I came over, I knew the concept, I knew the program. I worked at the post office, so I was introduced to the cancer plan and the accident plan, but I didn't really know the totality of how it affects people, how we could be a help or a helping hand or just protect people when they needed it the most. Right. So, bringing these concepts into the workplace has been something that, it's having people understand why we're there, what we're doing, the extra benefits, and getting started with just, hey, we're just looking to help you increase your benefits package, but then diving into those programs and showing where we can help financially, not just the employees, but, members of their families, their children, their, spouses. There's a lot of extra financial protection for people that they don't know is out there. And getting to the businesses and getting to the majority of these employees to help them has been, a great task now that I've had, and it's been a wonderful career. I just helped someone today with their plan that she's texted me and said, I am so glad I met with you and I signed up for Aflac because she's going to be out of work for 5 months and the plans now are protecting her. And she didn't expect 9 months ago when she met with me to have this happen. Yeah. Young adult that just met with me and said, I'm going to take it because my union rep said I should take it. I'm meeting with you. It makes sense. And now we're protecting her. And she goes, and now I have peace of mind while I'm out of work, how things are going to be taken care of.
Yeah.
So.
I think that that in my own family, I've had two situations. One with my granddaughter who was diagnosed with leukemia. And unfortunately, at that time, it was a disappointment to me that they did not have that as part of their package. Yeah. And fast forward, we have had a cancer in our family. Having the plan, we benefited. We received almost $20,000 worth of benefits through radiation. Yeah. And it's just an extraordinary product. What do you think business owners really need to understand so that more people or more business owners would be offering this product?
So there's a lot that business owners, first is, sometimes it's just the timing with them, right? They're not doing benefits at this time. They're busy doing something else. They really know their core benefits, right? Major medical, dental, vision. Those are what they usually are focused on for reasons that's majority of people are looking for. They don't really understand that supplemental side, that extra cancer protection, that extra accident plan. And having business owners understand the difference of it, that we are of no cost to that company to meet with them, but also to implement the programs. Because businesses today are so used to every year my insurance premiums go up. Every year the health insurance premiums go up. Every year these things are always going up. And Aflac has no cost to them. So having that meeting and then explaining how they can increase their employee benefits package, offer out some very important benefits that can help protect the employees financially, where some of the other benefits they're already offering miss. And we could protect that gap, we could fill that gap for those employees, is just gives people peace of mind. Right. And that's what we're looking to do. What
about the impact on the bottom line for the company? In the back of my mind, I remember hearing that there is a benefit in terms of tax.
So yes, so as far as for the company, many of our programs, not all, but many of them can go pre-tax benefits. So because we're of no cost to a company, and we're offering a pre-tax benefit for every employee that participates in the plans, because they're getting it out of their gross, which is that pre-tax benefit, they're lowering their taxable income. So for the company that's also paying that matching payroll tax to the governments for whatever they have from Social Security to Medicaid or whatever they have to cover, we are now lowering that taxable income on the employee. So the matching payroll tax for the company is now being lowered. And because we're no cost to the company, so they did not have to sell or distribute one extra product or service, we just lowered their taxable income, which increased their bottom line without doing anything but allowing us to come in and offer some new plans to the employees and allow the employees to participate. And we helped increase that bottom line.
Yeah, really very effective and important for the company to actually be taking an interest in the employees. It's also portable. If somebody leaves the company, can they take this with them?
Yes, so that's the great part. You know, a lot of times you have benefits through a company, and when you leave that company, those benefits stay with the company. You lose your major medical, there's COBRA, there's extra fees involved. With all of the Aflac plans, they are completely portable. So you're paying for a cancer plan for 5 years, and let's just use an extreme situation where now you have to use this plan because you get cancer. And maybe you can never go back to work because now you're sick. Well, now if you left that company and you would lose that plan if it was a typical insurance plan, now today they can keep that plan and pay for it directly, and it allows them to keep their benefits, keep on coming while they're going through those, you know, through those treatments, which is very much needed. But outside of that, if they just wanted to move on from that company, if they retired, if the company decided that they were closing up shop because the owner said, I'm retiring and that's it, these employees that have been paying into these plans get to keep them. And they keep them at the same group rate they got with the company.
They're very affordable.
Which is affordable. So that's what's great about our insurance is it's not something you're going to lose now when you're moving on from that company.
So I feel your passion, but there's a lot of competitive products and competitors in the market, and I'm wondering how you position yourself to sort of stay out of that fray.
So great question. So we do have a lot of competitors. A lot of times, a majority of the competitors can be just on the short-term disability side, one product or two products. We have about 8 different products that we can offer here in New York. So we try to custom build that package to fit what companies' needs. So I was at a company, an orthopedic that I work with. They already have short-term disability and they already offer a payroll life. So what I talked to them about was 3 other policies that we have and how they're going to complement everything they have and how we could just make their benefit package look that much more attractive to their employees. So the best way to stay out of the competitors' pockets is don't step into those pockets, right? Keep yourself out. Talk about where you can complement. And then maybe down the road, if that door now opens, we can talk about where maybe will be a better advantage with that company to move over to our disability.
So with all the changes that are taking place, I know that you are growing your business. And if somebody was interested in learning more about how to get involved in Aflac, are you interested in meeting those people?
I'm always interested in meeting those people. You know, whether it's they want to work with Aflac, it's a sibling that just wants to get a policy with Aflac. You know, I will meet with anybody we can because I know the importance of the plans.
Yeah, great.
You know, for the same reason that you talked about your granddaughter, my sister's been 14 years fighting cancer. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a cancer plan.
Got it.
I started at Aflac 3 months later, and you know some of those things is where we look at what could that have done?
Right,
we want to help everybody.
Right. How will people get in touch with you?
So they can text me, they can call me. I can leave them my phone number is 516-523-4315. You can connect with me at LinkedIn at Shaun Tompkins, as well as you can follow me on Facebook or Instagram. So you can always look up my name. If you Google me on Google, all my social media, everything will pop up.
You're out there.
Yes.
You're working as hard as you can to bring people in. Yeah, love that. If you have enjoyed the conversation with Shaun Tompkins and would like to learn more about other ABA members, please reach out to us at abanetworking.com.